If today we need to talk about lump sum contract, okay, from your point of view, some employers think that lump sum contract, there is no risk on any employer in any project. So what is your opinion about this point?
That is absolutely not true, because lump sum contracts are actually a contract where you fixate the scope of work with the contractor, but doesn't mean that you have actually fixated all the future risks with him. And so what you are doing is just you are getting a price for what you have agreed on. And though the contractor have already have fixated have some risk or bearing some risk, but you as a client, there is still things inside of this contract is the risk that should be handled by you. And even how far you have made it a constrained contract or you have included everything as much as you could, the end of the day, there is change orders that will be coming. There will be claims that will be coming. And you have to make sure that you are able to have enough contingency before dealing with such contracts. And that's what we see in a pattern in several countries, like in several projects worldwide, that the people agree on a lump sum contract, but they understand that if the budget keeps on increasing because of change orders, things that are unclear, things of constraints. So as a client, before you proceed with a post-FID, before proceeding with awarding a contract, our advice for you, you have to assess the risk within your project and within your contract. You have to understand the thing that is not controlled under the contract. You have to understand a possible change order or the claims you may have. And eventually you have to understand what you need to do to make sure that you do not have a significant impact out of this, and to protect it by a certain budget or a contingency that can keep you ongoing with the project without keeping asking extra fund, and not to worsen your economics of the project. Because when the risk happens, when the project gets delayed or the budget gets increased, what happens is not only the financial losses in the project, but also the losses of the economics of the profitability of the project. Because you're doing an investment to make sure that you're getting a certain ROI, certain IRRs. But if you get losing money and losing time, eventually you actually the purpose of the whole investment loses its need. So as I told you, that you have to study very well, do a risk assessment study, do a schedule risk analysis, do a cost risk analysis, and to evaluate through 360 degrees what are the possible risks and what are the possible uncertainties inside of this project, and eventually having as an owner having your own contingency to protect it from further drawdown, and having a team of risk managers to actually protect it from the upcoming risk and uncertainties. So it's a great question you asked, and I love this question. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.